Shabbat Shalom, family. Awa here. Happy Sabbath to you. Today is December 30th, Saturday. You are joining us on our Sabbath edition of Our Journey Towards Eden. Okay, family, so welcome to part 2 of Leave the World Behind, which I really wanted to do a more in-depth, I guess, parallel. In the first video, we covered a few things that parallel, but it was two major things in regards to the story that I left out. And before I go any further, if you're new to the channel, thank you for joining. We ask that you would just take this time to like, share, and subscribe. Me and my family are documenting our transition from America to the motherland. We have lived here on the west coast of Africa for 3 years, and we have been sharing off and on pretty much the entire journey. After we watched the movie Leave the World Behind, it was really impressed on my heart to just talk about it a little bit, because I believe that the movement of the Most High's children is the beginning of these times, or I guess the beginning of judgment. For the ones who are familiar with the Bantu Scrolls Bible, some people call it, in Luke chapter 7, I believe, Christ, the Messiah, talks about what the last days would be like. And guys, please forgive me for the background noise. There's nothing I can do. There's construction going around all around us. But Christ said to his disciples that the last days would be likened to the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, and Noah, and the days of Noah. And in the previous video, go check it out, we discussed 4 parallels, but it's 2 really major parallels that I did not discuss. And one of them, I kind of alluded to it, but I didn't really, I guess, elaborate on it. In both of the stories, there was a mass loss of life. In the book of Noah, it was the whole world, other than the children of the Most High that listened and prepared. And in Sodom and Gomorrah, it was an entire city, or an entire area, except for the ones, of course, that took heed and left. We talked about the difference. One of the difference between the two is in the story of Noah, there was time to prepare. And in the story of Lot, there wasn't much time. So we know that there's going to be some people that is going to be last minute, but they will hear. So we touched on that. But the fact that there was a mass loss of life in both is something that, I didn't really touch on. I did say that there was a large amount that didn't listen, and there were only a few that left, but that actually prepared for a departure, um, whether it was on an ark or whether it was into the mountains. I didn't discuss, what happened to the ones behind. There was a great loss of life. Um, the ones who stayed in the city that was being destroyed, whether they were good or bad or whatever, because they didn't take heed, um, they lost their life. And the same thing in the story of Noah, because of not heeding to the warning, prepare, building, stocking up, and things of that nature. Many were lost, so that is one of the parallels in both of the stories. The only true difference is one was the entire world, and then the other was an entire city. Um, and the other thing that I wanted to point out, and this is really important because when I talk to people that are still in the West, they say, oh, we're all going to feel it. Oh, it's going to happen all over the world. But I want you to look at both of those stories. The Most High had a safe haven for his children who listened. Now, am I saying that it's the West Coast of Africa? Am I saying that it's where we are now? I'm not even saying that, because at a moment's notice, the Most High can move us to another part of Africa. Um, we don't have any plans of doing that. We believe for this time that Gambia is our home. However, if the Most High communicated to us that this was a place to hold us during times, and that it's time to move elsewhere, if the Most High I guess reveals that to us and make provisions, then we would do that. But we know in both of these stories there was refuge for the ones who listened. We know that Noah was saved on the ark, and then after him and his family, and after that they landed on Mount Ararat and started all over again. They left the world behind. And then also in the story of Lot, the same thing. They left. They went into a mountain, and we know that him and his daughters made a not so good choice after they left, but yet there was provision made and safety made in the caves, and they had to find a new life, a new way. So what I am saying, and really this is I guess the gist of everything that I got from the story, comparing it to the movie Leave the World Behind, is that it's talking about, I'm sorry, it's a wasp, and I don't like them. But in both of the, I got distracted by the wasp, trying to make certain it didn't sting me. But the gist of it all is that this story was telling. This story is prophetic, and the fact that the executive producers is the former president of the United States and his wife is really, I guess, an indication that we should listen. I don't believe they would put their name on anything, I'm not going to go too much into that couple. I have a great respect for them. I know there's a lot of opinions about them, but I think people don't need to judge people's when they haven't walked in their shoes. But I am very thankful for the rendition that they had a part in. I thank them for their bravery, for putting their name on such a piece, which adds a lot of validity and a lot of credibility to the movie. So, we're all at a decision-making point. Which side of the story are we going to be on? Are we going to be on the Noah side, where we prepare and we just start our new lives once we land wherever the Most High, takes us? Or are we going to be like Lot? We're going to leave at the last minute, but yet still make it out? Or are we going to be destroyed because we don't want to leave the world behind? And yes, family, I do understand that there are some people in situations where they just can't see a way getting out. So real quick, what I want you to do, if you are that person and you want to get out, but you just don't have the means, I want you to change your confession to "you will get out," okay? And also, I'm sending positive affirmations right now to you that the Most High will make provisions for you and your loved ones to leave the world behind. Okay, guys? So right now, in the precious name of the Most High, I send positive affirmations your way that all things will come to you needed to make provisions for your family in the judgment days that are to come. I thank you that He's given you the bravery, or that you're given the bravery that it takes to step out into the deep and trust the Most High in all your ways, including leaving the world behind. So, if this message resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, then it's not for you. He that has an ear, let him hear. I thank you for joining me on this Sabbath edition of Our Journey Towards Eden. I would like to hear your comments. And also, if there's anything that you want me to talk about or cover on our Sabbath edition, please let me know. And again, guys, please, your offering is liking, sharing, and subscribing. So please don't come and get the good news and not leave an offering. For the ones who wish to offer a little more and support us on our Patreon, you're welcome to do that as well. It is patreon.com/Ourjourneytowardseden. Thank you all so much for listening, and have an amazing Sabbath. Shalom. Please like, share, and subscribe.